Alright guys, I know y'all gonna end up thinking I'm a big fat liar, or you already think it, because each video I make I say that you won't see it again until it's got tracks. But I think I've made enough progress this time just to make another video to just keep you informed and let show other people what I'm doing, how it was done. Got the drive shaft and the clutch made, put on, as you can see here. Used a regular saddle bearing, like I planned out to do. 1-inch solid steel drive shaft. Went to the junkyard, turned an old lawnmower over, took the pulley off the bottom of it, that runs the belt in the transmission. Cut it in half, used it, drilled a 1/4 inch hole straight down the center to bolt it into place with. Now eventually I'll make a clutch pedal over on the other side. It's got a rod mechanism coming up with a triangle right here, tri rod or whatever you call it, that when engaged, when you push clutch, it'll loosen the belt. That spring I got on there is pretty hard to move, so here we go. We'll do it like this, get a little better look at it. See, when you release, when my clutch pedal pulls that over, it will loosen the belt and release pressure, and the tractor will stop. Okay, drive shaft comes all the way back under the motor, butts right into the little pilot shaft that runs the transmission. Very simple to do. It was just hard to get that true. I didn't go to a machine shop. I did it all myself, and it's very hard to make that true and straight. It's at least a little bit out of whack, and you would eventually tear that little bitty bearing up right there. It may take a while, but it would eventually tear it up. Now I'm going to mount another bearing here to further take pressure off the transmission, and put another pulley here, another pulley here. Let's see, I'm working on the pulley right now. Here it is, and it will mount right there. That will run my hydraulic or possibly an alternator. Got another extra pulley right there. It's not even in use now. Put another pulley right back here. In other words, be able to have many choices of what I want to hook up. Anything at all I want to hook up. Now, the steering handles with no problem. Just had to hand fabricate each one. Made them out of 3/4 inch solid steel rod. Bent and shaped them, cut them, fitted a T at the top. Bent and shaped them, come down, took some 1-inch flat plate, 1 1/4 inch flat plate by 1/4 inch, shaped them, drilled the holes, axle going all the way across, to create the axle that it hinges off of. Very simple the way that works. You just pull the handle back. It's got a rod underneath here that goes back to the brakes. That's one reason I chose this Cub Cadet rear end. Not only is it heavy duty, but it's got independent rear brakes. Most lawnmowers don't have that. Okay, here's this side. Same exact thing. Straight little rod running back to. See, I had to build this part to where it would curve and go underneath the frame, because that is angle iron right there. See, I thought about cutting a slot here and letting it go down through that, but I thought, well, that'll weaken your frame. Got it spring loaded to where they come back, so you can see the pad moving. Alrighty, I tell you what, guys, I could temporarily mount that seat I've got on it right now. Just temporarily build me a little quick bracket right there, set the seat on it, get these tracks on it, and it's operatable right now. Fixing to crank it and let you watch how slow speeded it is. I may go one size bigger on this pulley to further slow it down, but it's pretty slow now. Very slow in first, but buddy, it'll fly in third. When you put it in third gear, buddy, you better hold on, because it'll go. Alright, let's crank it up. Now bear in mind that all rear ends by nature want to pull to the right. If they're jacked off the ground, I don't know if you've ever noticed it, but if you run your car in a ditch and one of the wheels is slightly off the ground, the one that's off the ground wants to spin. It's called limited slip. Now, when I crank this and put it in gear, the right one is the only one that's going to be turning, and it's simply because it's off the ground. To make the left one turn, you pull the brake back on the right handle. But if it was sitting on the ground now, they would both pull evenly, because that's when the limited slip comes in. Also, you guys know this, if you've ever done brakes on a car, the right rear shoes will always wear faster than all the rest, simply because the right rear wants to pull. Even when you're letting the gas off the motor and it's slowing down, the right rear is trying to stop faster than all the rest, and it pulls harder than all the rest. Alrighty, I've already cranked it, warmed up. It hadn't run in so long, it's I don't know how it's going to do it. Here we go now. You won't be able to hear me after this. Alright. We'll put it in first gear first. Right there, first gear. If you want to stop first, well, the left one's turning now. Pull the brake, the left one goes. Pull the brake, the right one goes. Pull the right brake, and the left one starts. Them chains won't even come off them wheels without teeth on them. That is granny low, that first gear, and you can see how slow it's turning, buddy. I really want it slower than that. Right there's reverse. Now let's put it in third gear. Look how fast it is in third gear. Well, you can go to town on that thing. I can go to Walmart. There's second. And first. I really want it a little bit slower than that, but we'll find out. We'll see. Won't be no problem. Won't be no problem to make this pulley right here a little bit bigger. Just an inch or two bigger would further slow it down. I want it to creep, especially as fast as it is in third. See, that's one of the pleasures of a multiple speeded mini dozer. You need more than one gear. That way, when you get in a hard push, you can go down to granny low and sure enough do some damage. It's got time to get traction. It has time to push and break the dirt loose that you're trying to push. That's the failure of most mini dozers. They're geared too high. They're one speeds and they're geared too high. I'm really excited about this, guys. That's why I made this extra video. I really am excited. I'm telling you, here's my bar that I want to make my teeth out of. One thing it's held me up the last few days, I've been out of oxygen. Had to go get a new bottle of oxygen for the torch. Wasn't but $22, but during the holidays, it's just hard to, it's just hard to find something open. Well, alrighty. I made all of this yesterday. The clutch assembly, made it all yesterday. Finished up, put the spring on it today, added the spring catcher, or what you tie your spring to. Added the arm here this morning, but the biggest majority of it I made yesterday. Got all this stuff at the junkyard for just nearly nothing. I might have $100 bill in this so far if you don't count the motor. Maybe $100. And it's all come from a junkyard. Rear end, I think I give 30. It was either 30 or 40. I thought it was 25, but it was either 30 or 40. That Jaybird weighs 200 pounds, just the rear end. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy this. Now there's really nothing else for me to make a video of until it's got tracks on it. I know you're going to think I'm a big fat storyteller. Keep saying you won't see it again until it's got tracks. But this time I won't have any choice. There won't be anything to make a video of until I get tracks on it. Well, there you go. Get a good look at my handles I made for the brakes. Buddy, that is super duper heavy duty material. And every bit of it come from the junkyard. Oh, I had to replace one of the brake pads too. Took the brake linings off of a new pair from a car, re-riveted them to the old Cub Cadet pad itself. The outer original Cub pad still looks pretty good, so I'm going to leave that for a while. I will eventually someday have to do it. Well, alrighty. Once I get my pulleys and all put on it, I'll be able to mount an alternator, starter, hydraulic setup, and get the hood mounted on it. I wish you could see the hood sitting on it. It looks so much better with a hood. Next time it will have tracks. Now next time if it don't have tracks, I'll make another video. You can say, Rick, you big liar. But next time it will. And next time it should have the hood on it. Alright guys, hope you had wonderful holidays. Hope you had a happy new year. And I'm getting real excited about this and hope to have it going soon. Y'all have a good one. Bye bye.